I hate soccer.
I'm already getting more confident. I've talked to this coach about it. Because, like, he brought back film. We had, like, a meeting about the first game.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, like, well. I scored. I got, like, 2 assists. So I did good. And then he was just like, but, like, why do you pass so quick sometimes? Like, I feel like he's like, sometimes you just get the ball and you pass it.
And your first solve.
I was like, because at USF, I was way too scared to take the ball. I'd pass it as soon as I got it. Like, confidence-wise, like, I was like, boom. And so that's what I've been working on now. Just confidence. But I've gotten better. But I'll just get back to it. Like, in high school, I had so much confidence.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
Right.
Like, everyone has confidence. But I lost a lot of that. So that's, like, I'm honestly getting it back from being here, though. So.
Good.
And I'm, like, happier while I'm playing.
That's the key.
Like, I get to actually play soccer now. I'm not worried, like, oh, my God, like.
What's going to happen?
Yeah.
That's the key.
Mm-hmm.
You got to find places.
You got to find somewhere, like. Also, another thing is, like, some people are like, I want to go to this school. Like, I'm like, you have to find somewhere that, like, you see yourself being happy, I think is the main thing. Like, mentally, I think it's a big component, how your mental health is.
Absolutely. You got to enjoy where you're at and what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to put everything into it that you otherwise would have.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in a situation where you love it, you're going to work so much harder, I feel.
Yeah. You actually want to, like, perform. Like, you want to play.
Yeah.
Obviously, anywhere you are, you want to play, you want to do well. But, like, if I'm loving it where I am and, like, I'm more competitive now, like, I actually have confidence that, like, I can, like, actually feel like I have a chance to, like, do something.
Contribute.
Yeah.
And you want to be part of the team.
Yeah.
You don't want to be part of, okay, well, training sessions are about the starting 11.
Oh, so I get to be...
And then everybody else.
I get to be the passive defensive player for the 3rd time this week with a penny on. Not that anymore. That's
not that anymore. Yeah. Well, you guys are just in a penny, and you guys are going to act as cones that can kind of move.
So we had a focus group and non-focus group was what it was called.
How are you supposed to build a team when you have a focus group and a non-focus group?
It worked for them, but not that well. We had a lot of ties. We didn't do well in the tournament.
Yeah, but what about the
fitness? We'd have to run.
No, I don't know why I said fitness.
Oh.
I meant the culture. The culture of the team
I'm surprised
cannot
that
be
USF
that
had
healthy.
A pretty good culture.
It did?
It did. Off the field, everyone was really good friends, I'd say.
Okay.
But I think it was also personnel. Like, if I look at those girls, no matter where I was, I think we'd all be best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it was just, like, really good people, honestly. That's, like, the main thing I miss was, like, the bond between everyone. I mean, obviously, I'm building connections at FAU, but, like...
You're 2 months in.
Also at USF.
2 months in.
Like, it was kind of like we're suffering together with some people. So, like, some of my best friends, like, we went through, like, the same kind of mental, like, challenges together. So I feel like that made us closer also.
And some coaches enjoyed doing that, too. It's like the whole, like, miracle on ice thing. It's like, well, if they're too busy hating me, they can't hate each other.
Yeah.
It's like...
But honestly, no one... Actually, I can't speak for everyone because that's wrong. I didn't hate
The coaches.
The coaches.
You had no issues with them.
I didn't ever have, like, oh, my God, he's the worst coach ever. I can't play under him. It just wasn't my style.
That's what Peyton said. Peyton said it was, good. And
I left on a good note.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything like, F this school, hate you all, can't wait to get out of here.
And now you're going to play against them.
I know, and it's not even going to be like...
Do you have that, like, circled on a calendar of, like...
It's late October at USF.
And that's got to...
But I'm mostly excited, like, it sounds stupid,
girls.
but to see all my friends.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But you
but
can
I also
be like,
well.
you know what, I'm really going to...
I want to score. I want to be like...
I want to score.
Yeah.
It's like...
But honestly, like, I got really fortunate staying in the same conference, too. Like, I'm really happy I got to stay.
Yeah.
Because, like, I didn't really want to go down to, like, because I still had confidence that I was, like, still the same player. Like, I still could play same conference.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I didn't want to go down. But there are some girls from USF that went in the portal, and they ended up in, like...
In the middle of nowhere?
Yeah. which is crazy. It's crazy how different it is for everyone.
I've heard horror stories about the transfer
Yeah,
portal.
I have too. And some people had horror stories.
Even girls from USF? Mm-hmm. Or just girls from,
just in general,
like Friends and Flash Girls?
Yeah,
and
you just hear
like
it.
That.
You're like, that's awful.
I hate soccer.